Reasons why white men pursue black women, and this is like part three. The white savior complex. Yes, some white men do feel like they are saving a black woman from trauma, poverty, or whatever situation that they are in. Some of them genuinely feel that the only way for a black woman to be out is for them to marry a white man. Another reason is white narcissism. They have a racial superiority and feel that other races are inferior, so they go and they find a black woman to serve them. Some white men pursue black women because they're bored. They are bored of their conventional, traditional, and usually Christian lives, and they want to spice things up, so they go pursue black women the same way you would go to an adult store and pick out a new toy to play with. Some white men pursue black women because of wagers or bets that they make with their friends, trying to see if that person is able to score with a black woman, and they will either get brownie points or they will confirm whatever stereotype or bias that they have about black women. Now, each of these are nuanced and deep-rooted and absolutely horrific, but they do happen.
Hi guys, here we go again. Here we go about non-black women who are giving reasons why white men love black women, or not love, actually the reason why white men go after black women, because a white man can never love a black woman. A white man can never genuinely love a black woman. Yeah, so let's go into it. Let's see a lot of white women, non-black women, telling us the reason why white men love black women. Most of these non-black women, white women, they are dating only black men, but they do not see that as fetish. However, white men going after black women is fetish. But let's go.
I'm Kylie, and today I'm going to tell you about the history of the objectification and hypersexualization of black women. Did you know that this specific term has been used dating back to the antebellum era to describe the reason why black women were simply promiscuous, and to paint them as biologically feral in order to justify the rape and assault of enslaved black women? And today, that stereotype trickles down into the way that white men specifically will see black women, but really the way that all men and all people see black women. It's literally all interconnected, because it devalues black women to tell society that black women aren't deserving of respect and love and genuine care. But even today, you'll hear a lot of white men say they want to sleep with a black woman, not because they think she's beautiful, but because they want to experience her. Or there's a stereotype that black women are better in bed, and they simply want to sleep with black women in order to compare them to the way that white women are in bed. Everything about this is disgusting and literally can be traced back to the slave owner mentality that a lot of white people still have today. I literally can't believe this needs to be said, but remember that black women are people. Stop using them as an object to experiment on, or to see if they prove your stereotypes about race true, because again, this is rooted in a long-standing history of oppression.
So anyway, how does a racist white man end up with a black woman? Well, sometimes they don't know that they're being racist, and this happens when you have a white man who grows up in a primarily white environment, but they are curious or attracted to black women because they've either seen them on screen, or they've met them at school or in stores, just in nature. But because they have only ever been exposed to white environments, white rhetoric, white language, perhaps they're in a family that has like generational racism in it, there isn't anyone around them to kind of deconstruct for them or get them kick-started. So they approach other black women who they are romantically interested in with that generational racist language or mindset. So for example, it could even come across as something innocent, like in their mind they don't think they're doing anything wrong. Oh my god, I really love your hair. Can I put my hands in it, or can I touch it? I want to take you on a date. I heard that all black women like watermelon. Let's go to a watermelon festival. That is inherently racist because they are stereotyping, but they don't realize that. Now, of course, it's like much deeper than that. I'm giving you very high level. If you have questions, we are answering all of the questions. So just leave it in the chat and I'll go more in depth on what you're curious about.
White MAGA men really like black women. Like, they love black women, and it's so weird because obviously there's an understanding of fetishization, but the amount of times since being in this school for just one school year, I have had four different MAGA adjacent or MAGA white men try to hit on me and try to, like, one of them was trying to date me. Two of them was trying to have sex. Like, the other one was like, I just really like you. I want you to be like a close friend, and maybe it'll progress into something more. And that's so weird to me. And mind you, I know you're saying, oh, 4 is not a lot, especially in like one school year. Keep in mind that the black population at the school is 2%. 2%. And I've had 4 of them all try to go somewhere with me. And it's so weird to me, right? Because all 4 of them were like
I'm the daughter of a black woman who hated being black, and she also married a racist white man, and yes, she is my biological mother. A lot of people have asked me, how does a black woman marry a racist white man? Sometimes white men fetishize black women. Just because you are attracted to a black woman does not mean that you respect them. It's just a thing. It's not a mental thing. Sometimes white men don't know that some of the things that they're doing are inherently racist because they've pretty much only grown up in white society. So they will say things that they're used to hearing and don't recognize as macro aggressions. Or some men just do not like to feel rejected by a group, and one of the ways they can feel like they are integrated or accepted by a group is by being with their women. Some men are ashamed. They do like black women, but they are ashamed because of the standards of white society, and that they start to be even more aggressively racist towards their partners. Some just want mixed children. They just like the way mixed children look, and the way that you get mixed children is you bed down with a black woman. There are way more reasons than that. It is all nuanced, deep-rooted. I'm sure that you are gonna let me know if I missed one. Okay, so we could try to defend and enable racist white male behavior towards women of color by finger pointing back to my own personal traumas that I've had with racism, even though I've stated over and over again that the findings from this particular video were from research. Or we can just look at 2024 voting statistics, where 60% of all white male voters in the key states voted red, where 50% of all educated white male voters voted red, where most of those votes were coming from the ages of 30 to 65. Religious, married veterans in suburban areas between the East and Midwest states. Okay, so that means that the majority of white men voted an administration in that they knew were going to actively work to dismantle your civil liberties and your civil rights as a person of color and a woman of color in this country. They are actively and successfully trying to make the black vote worthless. They are actively and successfully taking rights away from women. So as a black woman, you are rapidly losing your autonomy almost daily. And that's because the majority of white men voted for this. Only 37% of them voted blue, which means only 37% of them voted with you in mind. White men who actually respect and consider people of color are the minority in this country. The majority don't feel that way. That's clear from the voting statistics. Now, I like to investigate what they're thinking and how they're thinking. Because yes, I am a victim of racism. Yes, I am emotionally invested in dismantling white men. So you can try to use my trauma to deflect from what I'm saying, but that's not going to keep them from oppressing you.
So this lady came out last year. She made her first video by saying, I'm a daughter of a black woman who hates being black. As she hates being black, she married a racist white man. That is the way she started her video, and that video blew up, and she continued making that kind of video. She have made a lot of videos like that, or that is the way she often starts her video. So this lady is discrediting every interracial marriage, and when she got called out in the comment section, she come up with the fact that a lot of white men voted Trump. So because of someone's political belief, that means that person will never love a black woman. Again, this lady have never said anything good about her said black mom. The day she posted the video of her black mom, because as you can see her, she do not have any atom of blackness in her. The day she posted the picture of her black mom, the claimed black mom look like Latina. She don't look like black, but she's saying that the mom is black. She have made a lot of videos basically calling out the mother she claimed that is black. She never said anything good about this woman. I don't even know who this woman is, but I feel so very bad for her because the daughter is coming on social media using her to build a platform while making her look bad. This lady never said anything good about her black mom. Again, that woman do not look black. That woman look nothing like black. I think I posted a video about her. That woman look nothing like black. That woman look like Latina, but she's claiming and telling the world that she's a black woman. And because of that, she's discrediting every interracial marriage of black women and white men, and saying that white men who go after black women are racist. Again, the other lady, the second lady, Astinch, I actually love some of her video because she speaks as if she's speaking for like everybody, and she's speaking against racism in white community. But you need to bear in mind that she only dates black men. Yeah, or she had only dated black men, which is the reason why a lot of white men are calling her out. And if you know how white men roll. Any white woman who had dated black man or who date black man, white men don't go after them. Immediately you go after a black man, you cannot go back to whiteness again. You cannot go back to attract white men again. White men will never look at you as long as you're a white woman who had dated a black man before. I don't know how that is a thing, but this is true. You can do your research. So she dates black men, and she know that a lot of white women who date black men are actually dating them because of fetish. And yeah, she never spoke about that. Rather, she's telling us that white men who date black women are objectifying them. I know that she made a lot of points. I love her. I love her video. I do watch her video, but I feel some kind of way when non-black women come on social media to discredit interracial marriage of black women. I hate it. I don't know. It makes me angry because of interracial marriage, people have humiliated black women for a long time, including black men. They have humiliated black women for a long time, telling black women that no man of other race will look at them, making black women look like the most unattractive and the ugliest women on earth. Now black women are dating out. People are making assumptions. People are creating narrative. This is where I have issue. And a lot of people who are creating this narrative are not the people who are into this relationship. Because the only time I will listen to you is when you are in relationship with a white man. Like when you are in that relationship, not when you have stopped dating a white man. Like when you are still dating that white man and you have the balls to come and tell us the disadvantage. That is only time I will listen to anybody. But if you are a black woman who have dated a white man before and it did not work for you, you come and discourage us. I will not listen to you. If you are a white woman and you date a black man, you come and tell us what like the white men objectify us. I cannot listen to you. You need to first of all talk about the objectification of black men by white women. If you do not talk about how white women objectify black men, even some people will DM them and tell them that only what they need from them is to just F them. There's a guy that come on social media and talk about how a lot of white girls will slam into her DM and be like, okay, I just need you for a time. Not that I want to date you. They just need them to F them. That one is not objectification, right? I don't like people who don't have best interest of black women at heart coming and talking about any issue about black women, because this said woman who is going everywhere to talk about how her mother is a bad mother, a bad black woman, she don't have the interest of her mother at heart. She's not a black woman. She doesn't represent us. So who give you the right to always talk about black women and white men relationship? Again, because of this interracial marriage, black women have faced a lot of insult from basically everybody. People have put black women down. The reason why we see the reduction in people making mockery of black women is because of this said interracial marriage that everybody is pointing finger at. The reason why people stop making mockery and jet of black women is because of why a lot of white men are now going after black women. That is the reason why people stop making jet and mockery of black women. If not, anytime you go on social media, you will see people telling black women how unattractive they are. So please, if you're not a black woman who is actively dating a white man, don't tell us what it means to date a white man. Leave black women who are dating interracially alone. Please, let black women do what they want with their life. I dislike how people always come and make a lot of narrative when black women get interested in something. Before, they basically put women who date white men in high pedestal. Before, they basically put all those Latino women in high pedestal because white men choose them. If you cannot talk about the objectification of black men by white women, I'm not listening to you. Start from there first, because even it happened way before. It still happened today. Even she brought out slavery. If you go to a history of slavery and go to like the way it was done, you see that a lot of black men were also highly exploited by white women. A lot of black men were highly exploited by white women. They are taking turns in effing those black men and even taking pictures of their manhood, taking pictures of them naked. So if you're not going to talk about that, don't talk about anything that has to do with black women and white men. Unless you want to address it in like neutral form, you first of all call white women out who are teaching their sisters how to go after rich black men. Please, let us breathe. Let black women breathe. I hate going on social media and every video is black women, and it's not coming from black women. It's coming from people who do not have interest of black women at heart. No, please, let us breathe.
I feel like the reason why dating black men is so hard is simply because the vibration, the frequency that they omit to you, right? So I was watching this YouTube podcast right now, this TED Talk on quantum jumping, and it's talking about vibrations, obviously the hertz frequency, how enlightenment pretty much is the top tier one, right? And when I think about why it's difficult to date black men, or the factors of why it would be about who they are, it's like, well, the all commonalities of them, I don't know if that's a word or whatever, it's like they listen to rap music. And I know, like, growing up, right, my stepdad used to always tell me, like, be very cautious about what you listen to. Black men are confused in life. A lot of them don't even know where they're going or what their purpose is. A lot of them look for handouts because they don't even know that there's better for them, and I think that's just because of generational frequency. I think the reason why black men, though, are so difficult when it comes to date, because they don't even know the vibration that they have or how to control it at all. The ones who I feel like are the best, easier ones to date, or like more societal standards of like you have your shit together, are the ones who don't really listen to rap, to be honest with you.
Yes, dating black men is a hard thing to do. I saw a creator on here, she was like, she's no longer dating black men. She's done with them. They don't take care of their kids. They lack ambition. They're not financially mature. They lack emotional intelligence, all these things, right? But the thing for me in my past experience that makes it harder to date black men is not that, I know a lot of great dads. I know a lot of black men that are financially stable. It's not that. It's just that as a black woman who dates black men, sometimes it's so hard because you see the potential that they have that they're not using. That's what it is. A lot of times I fell victim to like, you would be such a great guy if you put in the work, if you heal those past traumas, if you do pour into, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not coming from a place of like, because I've been there before where I'm like, yo, is it easier if I date outside my race? Because not all, some of these black men, they'll put you through the ringer. They're going to drag you through the mud. And I think it's because we see the potential in them, but sometimes they're not ready to tap into their own potential. And when a man is not ready himself, he'll never be ready for the girl that he's dating.
Aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men.
So she had to end up turning off her comments because people were coming for her. To that young lady and others who are like her, I say, go where you are celebrated. Now, every group has good or bad, but if you expand the pool in which you're willing to entertain, the chances of you getting the things that you want are greater. The values that are important to you being reciprocated are greater. If you are finding that with a certain demographic of people, you are not having any luck every single time you are entertaining this group, you are coming up short. Entertain another group.
Black